Right, thanks for some fantastic intervention by Bo and Tony there. I think we've actually got your slides. So
yeah, no, thank you very much, Tony.
Introduce Andrew James from Francis Clark.
Yeah, thank you. Right, so that's a great start. So, hello everyone, I'm Andrew James and I really like mountain biking. Any other keen mountain bikers here in the room? Ah, awesome. Any more? 2? Brilliant. 3? Even better. So, the reason I'm sharing is just because I love talking about bikes, but I can't talk about it for 6 minutes, I'll get in trouble. But we run a networking event, so you get that work lifestyle thing going on. If anyone's interested in coming to our networking events, which involves doing a lap round, I don't say fast laps, not fast lap if you look at me. There's a coffee and cake afterwards, and so if anyone's interested, yeah, just give us a shout. So, I work for PKF Francis Clark, which is a firm of chartered accountants and business advisors. My role in Francis Clark is that I'm a business service manager, and I work in this office here. Sure. So I expect some of you recognise it. Yeah, cool. So next time you're driving by, just give me a wave. And we've got lots of other offices. So, you know, we're a regional Southwest firm. There's 8 of our offices going up as far as Salisbury there. And I think my point from this is that we've got lots of people, then lots of experts and everything, which means, you know, if I ever get stuck on some sort of question, maybe R&D, I might just go talk to someone like Jackie there. And so, what type of fields of expertise is just give examples, corporate finance, so how can you raise finance, either be that equity, debt, grants, wealth planning, so we've got our IFAs there, so how can you preserve your money you've got, cloud accounting to help you count it, things like IR35, VAT, and so on, so you get the point, lots of different things. And of course, tax. So, quick show of hands, who loves tax then? Oh wow, that's more than what I actually expected, so, yeah. But the majority of you aren't loving it, so that's probably no surprise, because no one wants to really pay tax. But what's the point about this, what am I saying here, is that what if I could say to you, well, actually, you could get some money back, some tax back. Now that probably sounds a bit more interesting. So what am I talking about? R&D tax credits. So another quick show of hands. Who's heard of R&D tax credits? And oh, lots of you. So you can actually probably come up here and do the slide for me, actually. So who are we talking about? We're talking about companies and doing qualifying research and development. So that sounds quite obvious. But the key word up there is companies. So we're not talking about sole traders and partnerships. So if you set up an entity, doing research development, maybe it's an ideal thing about changing your entity and becoming a limited company. So 2 types of relief. You've got the SME one, which is the main one I think most people think of, but you've also got the large company one, known as RDEC, which is also useful for small companies in certain situations, which I'll come over to in a minute. So, what do you get if you qualify? Why is this a good relief? So, say you had £10,000 worth of research and development, but what happens with that is that the government essentially gives you, they double that and add another 30% on that. So, take 10 grand, you then get an extra 13 grand that you can offset against your profits. And basically, it's reducing your corporation tax liability, giving you an extra 25p in the pound there. If you're a startup and you haven't got any profits to offset it against, you could take that as a repayable tax credit, and that's about 14p in the pound. And also there's the scheme for large companies, and that works out about 11p in the pound, that's what 9p because it's taxable. So, what isn't R&D? It's not your typical like, men and women in lab coats. It's not that crazy professor in the shed doing something. It's businesses essentially being innovative. So it's not based on income or profits. That's not what sort of the HMRC we're looking for a good application. You don't have to create any intellectual property, and it's not driven by success. So in fact, failures is quite useful because if something's not working right, well, that shows you're being innovative and you're trying something different, something new. So, well, what does it need to be? So it needs to be a project, so you need to identify what you're doing. You need to seek an advancement in the knowledge and capacity, and it has to be in the science or technology field, and it needs to be a certain amount of uncertainty. So this is why it works really well with tech businesses. Now, what do we mean by uncertain? So it's something that isn't already available out there. So you're doing something new, something that's quite innovative. And so when you're putting in an application, you want to be putting that across to HMRC, saying, why isn't it certain? How do you overcome these problems? Why is knowledge not really out there? Why do you have to make it up? What's sort of qualifying costs? So employment cost is the big one there, but things like national insurance are taken into account, pension contributions, which I'll cover a little bit more. 1 minute, I'm going to speed up very quickly. So there's not staff costs in the background, but you've got heat, light and water. What I'll do, I'll quickly skip over those ones. You can talk to me later. But other things to consider is the interaction with things like state aid. So if you've got R&D with grants and everything, you may not be eligible to the R&D relief, but you've got the large schemes, so that's where RDEC comes into place. Timing is another thing to consider, that you can go back up to another 2 years. So, if you haven't done one yet, think about doing it soon. Paying directors more, talking about pension contributions, is that if you time this right, and you're then, as that owner managed business, you could then be doing a pension contribution of 40,000, and then you're getting R&D tax relief on top of this again. So you can get some good tax planning points if you time it right. And quickly, my top tech tip for the day is don't leave your electrical devices on the cooker with an infinite oil around, because otherwise something like that might happen. No one was hurt, everyone was alright. But and it's a good excuse to get a new tablet instead of that old one now, so it's not all bad. But I'm going to be around now later, so if you want to talk about mountain biking, R&D tax credits, we've got some packs there as well, some more information or anything county tax related, or all my book has all there. I'm around. Okay. Thank you.
Have you got any questions for Andrew? R&D tax credits or anything else? How many people are actually claiming R&D tax credits right now? Yeah, sorry.
You have this like cloud accounting. Do you refer to like zero and nothing?
Yeah, that's what we're referring to, is like Zero, QuickBooks Online. So we heard about AI earlier actually, which is what essentially the system's trying to do. That you put in, say, your bank transactions, and then because of the AI part of it, it's learning what that information is, giving you suggestions, or is that receipt from shelves up for you again, sort of thing. So help speed up that bookkeeping process and just moves it all along. And being on the cloud as well means you can interact with the account as well. So you've got it all there, and you think, oh Andrew, hang on, I just want to run through some figures with you. You're not worried about sending across that stage backup. It's there. I log in, and yeah, we can have that start and talk about it then.
Have you thought about collaborating maybe with who just reads through your stuff and gives you robot advice?
There might well be people upstairs that are doing that sort of stuff, but yeah, no, I think that would be really interesting. Yeah, certainly. Any other questions?
Okay.
No, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, so that's the end of this. So that's the end of the first section of lightning talks.